Yes, the sun is out. I told you last week the sun would be here. It's been in and out, shaking it all about the last few days, and I'm in the greenhouse, and would you believe it? It's just about hitting 40 degrees. But outside, it's still frosty, so don't get too excited about putting things out. Oh, where are you? There you are. So don't be too excited about putting things out because it's still cold in the nights. Even with the paraffin heater on last night, it was -1 in the greenhouse. So it's still cold, but I think if we try and ignore the cold weather and just keep calm and carry on gardening, I think in the end of April, everything will switch and go back to normal. And the problem then will be is if you haven't sown things now, then you'll be delayed. So you must have a windowsill somewhere, even if you haven't got a greenhouse. So just pop your seeds on the windowsill and just grow them on as best as you can until the end of the month, when hopefully the last frosts would have gone.
It's good to see colour in the garden and the first signs of life, even if Rusty has other ideas.
So what's going on in this shed today then?
It's something akin to the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. It's about 3 degrees centigrade. So we've decided obviously to sit down and have tea and cake and biscuits, as you do, because we're civilised people.
This is the Easter party.
Yeah. Look, I'm shivering.
I'm going to have...
I need to get a bigger kettle.
In there.
And then just
Yes,
turn
please.
that knob and then it comes on. There you go.
We all have a different tea, so we're having cardamom tea, peppermint tea, builder's tea and ruby bush.
Oh, I can't get over the heat.
What a balmy day.
How's your potatoes going?
Not very well at the moment. They're not planted. I'm waiting till next week.
Have you got nice little chips on yours though?
I think
Hello,
the
We'll be
Rusty,
waiting until next year.
Rusty wants a biscuit.
No, he doesn't. It's bad for his teeth. Come on, Rusty.
He'll have his own show before long.
You're not wild if you're coming for a whistle.
Come on.
He wants a bowl. Yes, we can. Come on. It's a cat. Fill it off anyway.
Back on my plot, I decided to finish off this end of the vegetable garden, so I put in weed suppressant membrane down and then move in the veg truck into its final position. I then filled it up with the soil that I originally pulled out of it before moving it, and then I replanted the strawberries.
I had some plug plants turn up the other day, and what I quite like about this arrangement is that you have the label on the side, so it's very easy to see what plants you've got. So on the edge of this raised bed here, I'm going to put 2 plants there so that they can spill over, and when we get the sun later in the year we can have nice geraniums going over the side. So it's just a case of making a small hole, popping the plant in, and then fill in the soil around it, and then I'll get the watering can in a moment and give them a really good watering in. Now what I can do, if I'm slightly concerned about the frost, is to get an old pop bottle, cut the bottle in half, and then put the bottle on top so that it acts like a small little cold frame. And already I can smell the geraniums off the leaves, and this will look beautiful in the summer. Happy New Year.
Thank you. And pinch punch, first day of the month and no return, sir.
It does feel a bit like January the 1st today.
God.
You wouldn't believe that it's April the 1st.
It's freezing. I think I'll be planting shit. Today I'm putting in Desiree, Charlotte, pink fir apple, and the others I can't remember because my darling grandsons have taken all the labels away from the chitting potatoes and I cannot distinguish some of them.
So you don't do the trenches?
No, don't see any point. The ground's been dug over well, and it's just a lot of hard work. Now, I've got this theory, I might be wrong, that digging trenches is based on people observing farmers using tractors to dig trenches and then drop the potatoes in.
And is this possibly the coldest day that you've ever planted your potatoes?
I think you can say it is. But surprisingly, the ground isn't quite as cold as I thought it was, or the soil rather.
Back on my plot, it was time to do a bit of spring cleaning. In front of the newly built cold frame, I've decided to clean this area, put some paving slabs down so I can have easy access to the cold frame.
Right, the last potato. Right. That's 5 rows of potatoes this morning. Hopefully, if the sun stays out like it is at the moment, things will improve. But the weather forecast for the following week is not good. So fingers crossed the week after that we really will start to be able to catch up.
Geoff kept his potatoes on the windowsill in the house, so they had a bit more warmth than mine. I haven't got any chits. Oh, there's one there, but it's really small. So I'll be planting these this coming weekend, so tune in next week and you'll be able to see me plant my potatoes in the open ground, and I'll also put a few into pots. Something else I'm going to be doing next week is making my hanging baskets for the summer. I have some plug plants here, healthy, nice plug plants. Look at them, with a beautiful root system. So I'll be putting these into hanging baskets on next week's program. I've got fuchsias, geraniums, verbena and trailing fuchsias and Sophinia petunias. So I'll be doing those in next week's programme. It's 6 p.m. and the temperature in the greenhouse is 28 degrees. Now that heat will remain here throughout the evening, giving warmth to the seedlings and the plants that I've got in here. Now there's still about an hour and a half left of sunshine, but I'm just going to sit on the patio and enjoy the sun and listen to the birds. I'd be interested to find out what the weather has been like in your part of the world over the last few days. So put it in the comments box below, and don't forget, put in brackets where you are in the world. So the sunshine, I said it would be turning up this week, and it's here. So I'm going to go and enjoy it, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.